Okay. Hola, ¿qué tal? Estamos aquí, seguimos en WPPI en Las Vegas, en la versión 2017. Y pues estamos haciendo entrevistas con los principales fabricantes para que todos ustedes puedan ver los productos más recientes y los más populares. Y ahora estamos aquí con Randy de DJI, que nos va a hablar un poquito acerca de este dron. Entonces, thank you very much, Randy, for having us.
Thank you for stopping by.
No. I mean, your products, DJI has grown a lot in the past couple of years.
4 years, we've gone from 0 to 7,000 employees.
Yeah, and you just opened, I don't know if you were aware of this, but you just opened a huge store in Mexico City. So, yeah, you didn't know that?
No.
Well, now you know.
I do know that.
You know that? Okay, well, you opened a huge store in Mexico City. Yeah, and it's very popular, all
Excellent.
Your products and everything. And now, like the very hot next thing is drones.
Yes, it is, in still photography and in videography. What we have here is the Phantom 4 Professional. Phantom 4 Pro features a brand new camera as one of its newer features. It also has obstacle avoidance on 5 sides, all 4 sides and on the bottom here. So it's a very safe drone to fly. The camera is a 20 megapixel camera with a 1-inch sensor. The 1-inch sensor is 4.3 times larger than the last Phantom that came out. So all of a sudden we're dealing with a much larger sensor, a better lens. This is an 8-element rectilinear lens equivalent to your 24mm lens on your full-frame camera.
Okay.
You'll see here that every camera is built into a gimbal. This gimbal keeps the camera perfectly still, even in if you're flying radically or in high wind conditions. Your camera can sit up there and take long exposures. This will go from 1/8,000th of a second to 8 full second exposures. You control everything about this camera while you're standing on the ground.
Okay.
You see somebody behind us flying. She controls the drone and the camera from what she's holding right there. Okay. I can control the ISO, the aperture from f2.8 up to f11, ISO from 100 to 12,600 on this sensor. The shutter speeds, like I said, from 1/8,000th of a second up to 8 full seconds. Okay. We can control all of that. We can go into shutter priority, we can go into aperture priority, manual, or automatic. Also, we have auto exposure bracketing, intervalometer.
So everything is full camera.
It's a full camera.
A full camera.
It's just
there.
Small.
Yes.
Don't be turned off by the size. This is a full,
because it looks
real
very
camera.
small. Yes.
We've built a team of some top camera engineers from around the world now, and we're really focusing on our still photography.
Okay. Is this like your most popular model now? Or?
In this show, for professional photographers, it is.
Okay.
We have really 4 different lines of drones. The large heavy lifters, we have one over there that's holding a Hasselblad camera. We have the Inspire drone, which is sort of like the Harley Davidson of drones, sitting over there. Okay. That's a little bit more sleek, and the men love it because it looks pretty incredible, and it goes fast. This one really is good for still photography for your typical photographer. Then we have the small Mavic. The Mavic, I'm going to grab it right here, which will fold up and fit into your pocket.
Yeah, this is pretty small and really light.
Right. And so we have the newer drones here have a range of about 4 miles where you can actually see in real time what the camera sees. So when you control when you are sitting on the ground, I don't know what the rules are in Mexico, but in the US we're supposed to keep a direct line of sight. So maybe 5,000 feet away I can't see this anymore, so I'll stop. But it will go 4 miles away, and you'll still have complete control over the drone and camera. We can fly indoors or outdoors. This is it's called the visual positioning system.
Okay.
Where if we don't have satellites locked into this outdoors, it will hover perfectly indoors. You'll see behind, if she ever let go of the sticks, it will just hover motionless in the sky because it's looking at the ground. It's finding something on the ground and locking to it. Outdoors, though, we can pick up maybe 20 satellites these days. They're all locked into the product, to the aircraft while it's in the air. I can let go of the control sticks and it'll just freeze in the air and hover until I move it again.
That's amazing. Talking a little bit about regulations that you just mentioned, I know that to own a drone and to operate a drone here in the United States, you need a special FAA license.
Correct. We call that it's called the real name CFR Chapter 13, Part 107. Actually, we just call it the 107 now. That's a test that you have to take in order to fly and operate a drone commercially or for money.
Okay.
So if you're charging money for your drone operation as a photographer, you'll need to pass this test. This test costs $150 to take. It's only 60 questions and it's multiple choice.
Okay.
You only have to get a 70% to pass. It's not
that
that difficult.
Yeah, okay.
I passed it. We all passed it. So it's very doable. You do have to learn a little bit about safety and airspace, but that's what the FAA has done for us. It's a really good thing that they did.
That's awesome. Chavos, pues ya saben, este dron es magnífico. DJI es una marca que, como bien dijo Randy, hace 4 años era cero. Y ahora es una de las principales marcas, sobre todo en drone, y obviamente ahorita vamos a hablar un poco más de otros productos que tienen como la Osmo, pero definitivamente si DJI se ha ganado un nombre como la principal referencia en el mundo de los drones. DJI is a reference now in the world of drones.
Right, we started the trend really 4 years ago when the Phantom 1 is what changed everything. It was the first ever out of the box, easy to fly. Yes. You didn't have to put the drone together or do any soldering. It was the first ever GPS enabled consumer drone, affordable too. So it changed things.
You brought the one thing that was exclusively for professional studios and everything to the consumer world and to the professional photography world. So that is awesome.
Now we can place our cameras anywhere in 3-dimensional space, and now we have good quality cameras as well. So.
Sí, pues ya saben, si van a comprar un dron, no dejen de checar los DJI. Randy, thank you very much for your time. It was very nice. No, thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Pues seguimos aquí en el stand de DJI. Ahora estamos con Patrick, que nos va a hablar un poco más acerca de los productos, específicamente del Osmo. So, Patrick, thank you very much for having us, for your time.
Thanks for being here.
Tell us about. I am a Osmo user. I bought a Osmo last year, and it was amazing because I bought it here at WPPI, and I was walking around recording, and everybody was looking at it like saying, "What's that?" You know. Now, I see Osmo everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you came out with the Osmo Plus and the OSMO Mobile. So, tell me about your products.
So, of course, you've seen the Osmo X3 everywhere. That's our smallest camera and our least sophisticated, I guess you could say at this point.
Yes.
But now our most popular for certain is the OSMO Mobile, which uses everyone's favorite camera, your phone, as the camera for the device, and it gives a 3-axis stabilized gimbal. We also added an active track feature, which actually tracks your face, and it can track you around, so there's no operating, and it just makes everything very, very easy.
Okay, and it works with any kind of cell phone, right?
So yeah, any kind of cell phone, as long as you can download our DJI Go app with an Android or iOS device.
Okay. Do you have any we have it over there?
The Osmo
well, everybody's.
Here,
La gente está jugando con el equipo ahora, no lo podemos ver, pero vamos a esperar un segundo. La verdad es de que yo tengo un Osmo, ya lo he utilizado en algunas grabaciones, tiene muy buena calidad, graba hasta 4K, entonces está a la altura de cualquier cámara. Patrick just went very fast and got a mobile Osmo.
Yeah, so you can see, gives 3-axis stabilized gimbal to your cell phone.
Okay.
So basically everything you love about the Osmo, just, giving it to your phone.
Uno baja la aplicación de Osmo y puede controlar la cámara, el gimbal, desde la pantalla de su celular. Y tiene una característica muy buena, que es un face detection, una detección del rostro. Entonces la cámara te va siguiendo conforme tú te vas moviendo. Entonces tú puedes, si eres un one-man show, for example, you can just place your Osmo in a tripod or in a monopod, and it can follow you around while you talk and use to do some presentations, right? Mm-hmm. Pues ahí tienen, a los que tienen el Osmo, pues seguramente lo adoran como yo la quiero. Los que no tienen un Osmo y están pensando en comprarlo, pues también pueden comprar la versión mobile y utilizarlo en su nuevo celular, porque ahora todo el mundo everybody's recording with the videos, with the cell phone. Ahora todo el mundo hace sus videos y saca sus fotografías con el celular y están muy familiarizados con las interfaces. Entonces esta opción sería muy buena para ustedes. So Patrick, thank you very much for your time. It was very interesting and keep growing. I mean, like we were just talking with Randy, 4 years ago you were not even in the map,
Yeah.
and now everybody, you just opened a huge store in Mexico City, and everybody, you can see DJI products everywhere. If you don't see somebody using an OSMO, somebody's using a drone or something, so congratulations for that.
Well, thank you. We hope to keep making good products.
Okay, thank you very much, Patrick, y seguimos todavía.